What's up, y'all? Here we are back again for another episode 60 of I'm Almost Joking podcast, and I am one half of the Disrespective Collective. I'm Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sincere Life, here with...
It's your boy Queese, a.k.a. Dash, and we rolling the 60 like Nipsey out here. I just came with that off top of the head, too.
Hey, that's wild, too.
My old rapper mind went in, because I ain't had no idea what I was
And they just gave that FN 60. We don't want to curse too early, but y'all know what I mean. But yeah, rest in peace to Nipsey.
Yeah. Get him out of here.
We'll need the more acknowledgement than that. Let's just celebrate the downfall.
I would never say his name, but I hope he don't do 60.
He won't do 60.
I hope he don't do 60. He don't deserve 60.
But man, this weekend was wild, man. I had my first feature weekend at a club this weekend in Janesville. That was dope. Shout out to Shane Torres. Shout out to Nate Clemens and his club, the Comedy Cabin out there. Great people. The staff was dope. It was just a great experience, and I don't know, it was fun. And I'm gonna be back there July 7th and July 8th to headline for the weekend. So make sure everybody get tickets.
Headline, look at him. He got a feeling himself. Look at him. He feeling this. You know what I'm saying? He makes sure he said headline too. I'm back out there again to headline.
I'm just saying,
Congrats, though.
For real, man. It's I feel good, man. Progress in whatever you're trying to do, career, even if you just, drawing stuff for yourself and then more people start liking it. It's success if it is to you. So I feel good to be making progress.
I tell people all the time, celebrate the small wins just like you do the big wins. We just did 1,000 views in 3 days. Put that right up in the story.
Come on, man.
I don't care. There's people that get 10,000 views in 20 minutes.
Right.
But we ain't them. And we had videos that'll be up for weeks and have 12 views. We celebrating our 1,000. What you talking about?
For real. And we still working on that first 1,000 subscribers. Don't think we forgot y'all.
We almost at 200. Yeah.
But
we're gonna do a giveaway.
1,000 pencils, boy. Everybody gonna get a pencil.
Everybody get an eraser. Courtesy of I'm Almost Joking. Straight up.
Man, how was your weekend though, man?
Man, my weekend was smooth, man. I actually had to do work stuff, which is terrible. You know what I'm saying? I actually have to work at work. But when I got my work done and I had my lazy time,
I relate to that so much. I feel you.
I hate when I got to work at work.
That makes so much sense.
It's not what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? But no, I seen the list of the top 10, you know what I'm saying, best rappers of all time.
And it was a list of all of them. They broke them down.
Yeah, it was like a list.
Releasing them like a series or something.
Because I think I saw 50. It was I seen the top 50 or something like that.
But we only care about the 10 anyway.
Yeah, nobody care about this. Now we gotta. You know what? One day we gonna do an episode. I said this a long time ago. We're gonna do an episode because I feel like it's 2 top 10 lists. It's always 2 top 10 lists. And if you don't separate the 2 top 10 lists, you get people that's gonna be upset about their placing.
Yeah.
I.e. Lil Wayne. Wayne is upset about his placing on he was what, 7?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think he was 7?
On this particular list, number 7. They putting out so many, so I don't remember which specific one this is, but if you really care, you can find it. Yeah. But he was number 7. I don't know who was before or after. And argument I guess an argument kind of ensued, because I kind of seen it too. And
he felt some way because he came out and dropped the video shortly after. Hold on, y'all got me messed up.
Real wild. And he hit up Swiss Beats and he was like, "Hey,
and it's fire."
Yeah, it is, man. He killed that. But that's
favorite
classic.
Wayne joining, and I don't know how long.
But how many times? When was the last time you heard my bad. When was the last time you heard Lil Wayne rap like that?
I can't even remember.
That's how you know a fire got under him. That must have really did something to him. Because it was even a quote. He said something in the interview all the niggas know that I'm top, 3, 2, 1, top 5. Yeah.
Ain't nice.
So then the argument became, is he top 10 or top 5? And people was going back and forth. Now, if you talking about lists and breaking them down in this 2 list, I think it's a lot of lists, but if you do want to break it down to 2, it just makes it more difficult. Of course, in my mind, the 2 is yours and then the right one. That's how it goes. Because you might have, anybody at number 1 that's your personal favorite. DMX might be number 1 for somebody.
I don't count my personal. That's what I do. I separate my personal favorites. I try to look at it objectively as I feel like there's 2 lists. You got who's the greatest rap artists, and who's the 10 greatest rappers is two totally different lists to me.
That's why I love rap and hip hop, and we gonna get out of here because I know hip hop conversations is for specific like people and shit.
What you mean?
But
our audience is our age.
I know,
they listen
man.
to it.
But
Stop doing that, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna say this on
I'll
the
break-
pod,
okay, I'll break the fourth
hold on,
wall.
wait a minute. I'm breaking the fourth wall because I've had mad people be like, "Y'all was talking about this and it was interesting." Then Craigie be like, "Oh, we're gonna get out of that. Stop doing that, bro. We don't know what they enjoying when they listening."
I'll break the fourth wall and
I
let
got
y'all know
y'all. See,
why I do
I've
that.
got
The
that
reason
done,
why
like,
I do
see?
that is because I don't want to talk about it for that. I'll be ready to not stop talking about it. So that's why I say it and then I try to put it off. But if you gonna call me out on it every time, then they gonna
No, I get man, bro. I say that to me like I don't know how many times I be like, all right, it be like, God damn, like y'all just gonna keep different people too. It's like, damn, I'm just gonna keep saying that. All right, cool.
My bad, y'all. That just be me. Plus, and then I know how I be like I talk about hip hop all day. Just take me right back to high school. But like when it comes to anytime you say like a list, that's the reason why I do love these debates and these talks because that's the dope list too, separating it between artist and rapper because that makes sense to me. I can do that. I can know what an artist is and then be able to tell like, yeah, you know, Ja Rule might be a better artist,
but he's not a better rapper than
exactly. But he's not a better
or whoever. You know what I'm
nowhere
saying?
near a better rapper, bars wise. So, and that's how I feel about Lil Wayne. Bars wise, easily top 5. But if you know, it's a lot to compete against and compare to, and when you try to put the whole, when you put everything together,
you know, when you say
and
that,
that's why the top 10 is like to still fall in top 10 with everything together. It's a good spot.
I'm gonna have to readjust and look at my bar list because when you say Wayne top 10 bars, it's like you can make the argument for it though. Like you can, because like I don't think he'd be in my well, he wouldn't be in my personal, but if I'm being objective, Wayne might be a top 10 dude with the bars.
You know what the main reason why, and this my Michael Jordan argument, but it's kind of the same reason with my Lil Wayne argument, and he addressed it in that God did flow. Like face tats, I'm the apex, all these dudes come and take whatever he said, how they mimic him.
Yeah.
That's what he like it wasn't a lot of bars like that. And I said this before off camera, I'll say it again. If you want to knock, shout out to the Gillies. He got a story to tell. Shout out to Don Tripp. They got a story to tell. But until that's validated and all of that, I respect it. But until that's validated and all of that, and we looking at it like we've been looking at it, Wayne started a lot of this, the styles that people have or they ran with. And for that reason, and he's still dope, and he was that dude with the bars then and kind of still been. Of course, it's people moving up. But I feel like that's a result
definitely
of
make
his
the
influence.
argument. Like I'm just thinking about because
So
Wayne was nice before Gilly and them came around too. We not gonna act
that's
like
what I'm saying.
Wayne wasn't getting busy before they was around.
And both of them are Gilly and Don Tripp,
Yeah.
both respectable artists. I rock with both of them lyrically. But when they got a story to tell and I hear it, I can't just be like they lying. So I'll respect it, but at the same time, like you said, Wayne been nice. I was listening to Wayne at 14 when I was 14. So I know that Wayne was dope as a child.
Yeah, Wayne been nice, and they may be lying, but I tell you who wasn't lying. Kanye said y'all can't cancel him, and you can't cancel him.
Man.
Adidas had to come back around like, hey, bro. They hit him with the hey big head text. Hey, Ye.
Hey, what's crazy?
How you doing, Ye? I was thinking about you, Ye.
They walked to them shit, and that's why Ye been chilling for a while.
He knew they was gonna come back. He ain't said nothing. Wow, nothing.
He chilling. He out there rocking like
waiting for him to come back.
And then all of a sudden, here they come. They told them shareholders like, hey y'all, look. Beyonce, she coming through the Ivy Park ain't really hitting like that, blah, blah, blah. Maybe all this exclusive stuff ain't really that popping. If we just make it available, maybe her fans will support it because they the Beehive, but what do I know about marketing? I'm broke. So we about to lose $200 million on that. No big deal, you know, that's crazy. Remember that thing that happened a while ago? You know that thing that was in the news and then
that no one's talking about anymore?
Yeah, and then we was like, you know what? we Adidas. We been around before you. We will be around after you. And everybody knows that we the main staple. And we pumped our chest a little bit and we told that little nigga boy to get out of here. And we took all his money out the banks and told him we don't need him. Yeah, you remember him? Yeah, that guy. Yay. Yeah. Oh, they respect him now. They call him Ye, his preferred name. Yeah, Ye. We kicked him out and we down about 1.3 billion now. So maybe we might make some adjustments. If y'all got some suggestions of some people y'all like, we can make some of their shoes. And they was like, hey, I don't care what that boy said. All right? If y'all don't get that nigga back on, do what y'all got to do to get that nigga back on the payroll.
They hit Ye with the KD, bro. They hit him up from a burner account. I'm telling you, they had him up like, hey, Ye, just checking on you. This is not Adidas, but I know them.
Hey, how you been?
You know
Congratulations on the new wedding.
Your wedding. I'm telling you, they went in there like, we're gonna do it from my burner account just in case he tried to expose us. We like, that is not an Adidas account. Oh yeah, they hit him up with the hey big head because at the end of the day,
and don't ignore the still another style from the red boots. Them red boots is Kanye. He was doing that a year, 2 years ago, wearing them big
ugly
stupid ass
moon boots,
rain boots. Don't think because y'all changed them red and tried to throw it behind one of y'all little white cartoon characters that we don't know where that style came from.
First off, don't get me started on them boots again. I just seen somebody I know definitely took some of their little tax money and went and got them damn boots, and it's like, oh God, bro, I'm not playing. Don't get me started on them damn boots.
In here. So somebody in this land.
No, they actually ain't. They back home.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I can't because I
don't think I seen nobody here do it, but
that's what would be the shock for me. If I'm in New York, Chicago, LA, these big
in Michigan,
cities,
these niggas had to order that shit and get it shipped there, bro.
I was trying to say Detroit, but
bro, I should say their name. They ain't gonna listen.
It's also a bad decision to spend that money on boots if you in Detroit and you're not T Grizzly.
Man.
Some money. Playing Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm saying? Grand Theft Auto. She don't even rap no more.
It's a lot of money to be made out here if you know what I'm saying.
I wish I knew how. Yeah, it's crazy. But nah, man. They had to go back to Ye, and I commend him, man. I'm glad he was right. I can't wait till he come back and stun on everybody that was laughing at him, that was telling him that this will never work, you're not going to get a new deal, blah, blah, blah. And from what I read, and I'm assuming that he got more money or whatever, so that's why I feel happy. If it comes out that it's the latter and he just got the same deal and they just using him to sell the rest of the product because they can't get no more money.
That's what I actually heard. They was paying him to sell the rest of the product they essentially got or something.
But like, is they paying him a bigger cut? Is he getting more money? Or is it just like, hey, we'll finish this contract out or finish this stock out at the same way?
They trying to save face. They give him the money for the remaining stock, and then once this remaining stock get low, they gonna give him another deal to make new stock because they gonna feel like, whoop, ain't nobody said no. I hope so. Like I said a couple episodes, that's business.
I hope
they
so. They
always gonna make business first and foremost when it comes to them type of situations.
All I want is, well, I shouldn't say all I want. Actually, it is. What am I lying for? All I want is for Kanye to be able to say he right. Now that he's in, like at first it's like, whatever, because I didn't care about it. But now that he's in a position to come back at people, because it's purely for my entertainment and content. This is really where I'm interested. But for him to go back at people and be like, told y'all they was going to sign me a new deal. Now I get 5% of Adidas. I wanted a piece. They wouldn't give me one. I proved my worth. I left. I told y'all they could, and now I'm getting what I wanted initially, a piece of Adidas from here on out. My kids is good. 5% of Adidas ain't bad, bro.
No, it's definitely not bad. That's why I say you got to stop judging our brothers.
And I'm saying that 5 because I don't know nothing. Who knows what they know and what they do? Judging. So I'm hoping for the best, but like I say, who knows what happens in business. Like I said,
we were discussing this. Kanye is privy to things that we are not. He's in rooms that we are not. He's in meetings that we are not. Mm-hmm. He's interacting with people that we are not. We don't know what this man is seeing. We don't know billionaires. Nobody listening to this knows any billionaires.
Nah.
You might have came across the dude, got some bread. He ain't no billionaire. Kanye is bumping shoulders with billionaires every day. We don't know what he know and what's said and what the plans is, man. Let that, like when he got to talking crazy about us, yeah, that's where you be crossing the line.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you gotta relax. But like, I mean, some of that stuff he was saying was
and it's
definitely
only because
anti-Semitic
it's
and bogus.
conversations that we can have within ourselves. And I'm not even talking about within ourselves like you go on 85 South, shout out to them, a black platform, and talk to them. No, in private. Talk to the people that can, your other rich black millionaires that you know, and y'all can make a solution to some of these problems. That's where y'all had those inside convos. So even those opinions that he shared on TMZ and stuff, it's ways that we could talk them out, and we had way worse, for lack of a better word, coons than that. So we could conversate and talk to but when you in public, now it's a different thing because perceptions and in this world we living in, we got to live in the world we living in. Perception is everything. So now you making us look away, and that ain't cool. So that's what I definitely don't disagree with the black stuff and the saying. The stuff disparaging us, rest in peace, George Floyd, anything like that. Those is conversations you have inside, as disrespectful and as bad or stupid as they may be. You never bring that to the public, to the white folks. Like, you just don't do that. But whatever.
Yeah, he be treating us. I don't be co-signing that shit.
Yeah, nah. Speaking to somebody else who ain't co-signing though, Boosie is not co-signing.
Boosie is definitely not co-signing.
T.I. and Boosie is going. Like I say, I'm in it for the content. I don't care, man, what T.I. did or whatever. He walking around with his paperwork so proud, so he could. I believe. I'm not even reading. I'm not even reading it. I believe you, bro. I believe
so
it.
This dude threw a party to show people his paperwork. Like, bruh.
Are you lame for throwing the party?
Yeah, bro.
Are you lame for going?
Bro, you lame for everybody who supported it is lame, bro. That dude is he like 45 years old or something like that, bro. You too damn old to be trying to prove you ain't no snitch. Like, why you even care, bro?
And why
you even care at this point, T.I.?
Before the party made a post about, I ain't got to prove nothing to these dudes.
And then through a whole party. That's what I'm saying. That's corny. He know it's corny because he said all that. Then when he did a paperwork part, like, bro, that's corny. I feel like this is gonna be part of the episode today is gonna be fair or foul, and we gonna start with this whole T.I. and Boosie situation, right? T.I. claimed everything was a joke, some story he made up after talking to one of his homies, and he crafted this story and he told this joke. I heard the joke. The joke wasn't funny, and it didn't sound like you were joking. That was a pretty specific story, but whatever. Boosie goes on Vlad TV, and he is asked about this and says, "Hey, do you still have the same energy for Tip that you had for Baby's brother?" I don't want to say his name. But Boosie said, "Hell yeah, I got the same energy. He a rat. You're a rat. You're a rat. You don't do that. Why you come and say that? I think you're lying anyway, but you're a rat. If you're a rat, you're a rat. It's a rat."
Maybe Boosie was joking too.
I don't think Boosie was joking. I think Boosie was dead ass serious. So my thing is this, right? T.I. said it was a joke. Boosie said, "Hey, you told, you a rat is a rat." Fair or foul? Was Boosie wrong for going public in responding to that before even reaching out to T.I.? Or was Boosie fair because the fact that you know who I am and what I stand for, if that is what you did, you just dissolved our friendship anyway, and I don't want to communicate with a rat. Would he be fair or foul?
Look, this is all with later information. At first, I was thinking that, all right, a joke. First, let me address this because I did have this question when you said it was a joke. Like a joke. I only heard the clip of him saying it.
He said.
So he said, did he frame it like it's on stage a joke, like my cousin, and then the cops? Because if you, as a comedian, if you T.I., you trying to do comedy and you going on stage now and everybody know you T.I., and you go up there and you doing a joke and the joke is, yeah, back then and my cousin da-da-da, and you relating it to now all this snitching and blah, blah, blah. It's a way you can make that funny and then your punchline be, so yeah, I told on my dead cousin, blah, 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 blah. Now, would I risk it? If I'm in that life and I got that reputation, that's not a joke I'm risking. Because it's too close to being real.
Definitely not.
So that's why I'm saying if it's a joke, knowing what he's trying to do.
Okay, I understand.
You can give him that
was not
credit.
a joke. No, that was not a joke. They was talking about snitching. He started going on the whole rant about I ain't never told on nobody. Nobody can say I said something about them that got them in jail. I ain't never worked with them people not once in my life, except one time. That's exactly how I was going. And then he told the story. Then the person was like, "Oh, is that what everybody on you about?" He was like, "Oh no, I just offered that information." That's why I know you wasn't joking, because you said I just offered that information. If it was a joke, you'd have been like, "No, I'm just playing." No,
that's
you
the
wasn't
one
playing,
that I
bro.
seen. So that's the one I thought I wanted to make sure everybody was talking about. I didn't know if it was another clip of his stand up came out or anything. And because I did hear that after the fact that he was like, it's a joke. But in my head, I was thinking the same thing as you. I saw it on a podcast and it didn't seem in a joke context, but maybe it was from a joke you did on stage. I didn't know, because once you said that he said it's a joke, I'm like, okay, cool. Now, if it's not a joke, like I said, still, if it's a joke and I'm in that light, I'm not making nothing too close to that, you know. But just because of perception, I said that earlier, perception and stuff. Now, if you say it on a podcast, we saying it's Boosie fair or foul, right? Mm-hmm. As Boosie,
as a friend, because this supposed to be your friend.
You different.
No, I'm saying because Tip and Boosie was friends.
Yeah, I know.
That was the question. Fair or foul? Is he foul for going in public and responding to this before actually talking to Tip? Or is he fair because as my friend, you know I don't mess with that at all. So for the fact you even said it, I got to cut ties with you. Okay. Fair or foul?
My answer would be different from me personally if I'm speaking in general or speaking for me. But if I'm speaking specifically for Boosie, because you got to know your friends also. Mm-hmm. So if I'm speaking specifically for Boosie, it's fair because I know who he is. And I know that when I said something or when that stuff came out, when I seen that come out, I probably should have hit Boosie up myself if that's my friend, because I know my friend. Now, in general, I see something like that. Even if I go on Vlad or go to somewhere or whatever like that, I'm not going to speak on that if I feel against it. If I feel bad about it, because that is my friend. So I'm not going to go eat, because we probably talked about that.
He would have had to, because he already had talked about
he's
boy.
He's built this
he
thing
just went on there and had a whole rant about this dude doing the same thing. So now when it's brought to you, you gotta pick a side. You can't have different energy. If you stand for something, you got to stand for that all the time. You can't go and say, like, if I say, I don't like this would never happen because we wouldn't even be friends. But if I say, I don't like dudes who touch kids, right? And I go on a rant, and I would say that now, I don't like dudes who touch kids. And then you bring somebody around me and you tell me, oh, yeah, put that on record. But you bring a person around me and we cool and whatever, and then it comes to find out he touched kids. Bro, I'm not reaching out to you. I'm not even finna hit you up and be like, hey, man, is that true you touched that kid? Bro, the fact that they even accused you of that,
I get what
you
you're
already
saying.
Out of pocket.
That is also extreme. And then the same thing come with like any type of, any sexual crimes really against anybody. Yeah. Like, it would be hard for me to kind of give that person the benefit of the doubt. Now, if somebody was to ask me about it in public, I would still have the same thing of, I'm not speaking on that, because it's probably more than likely, hopefully, an open case. So I wouldn't want to speak on it because that would mean you got arrested and stuff and all
That's
that.
why I use something like that, because snitching to a person like Boosie is just as despicable.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? And T.I. said it. It wasn't even like somebody had to make an accusation. This is something you said. It's like if one of your mans was saying like, I only touched the kid once. When it's like,
I was just gonna say, if we go in there, if we want to equal it to that extreme,
apples are apples.
And then that person in that same sense said or tried to explain it away, and I don't care if it's public or private. Anyway, then yeah, you're right. I would definitely in public if somebody asked me verbally, I don't rock with that.
I don't rock with that.
I don't do that. That's cool. That's not cool. We not cool no more. We used whatever. Like I would, I would.
Because you got to stand on that. I stand on that. I'm not with it. I'm against it. I stand on it.
It was I ain't gonna bring nobody's name up because no need to, but it was a similar situation with some YouTube stuff that happened and a friend of theirs, and they kind of did the same thing. I'm here for, her if she need me, whatever, in case, all of that, but I don't know, and I'm not finna be around dude or be like having his back, but I also don't know, and this is ongoing. So until facts come out, I can't really speak on nothing or say nothing. But I will, you know.
I created distance from him at the moment.
He not here no more.
Until we figure that out. Because, like, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, kind of, almost a little bit. Even if they figure it out. I don't know.
I'm probably, because the fact that your name in that, bro.
I've never had this around me before, and then because of you, it's around me. And now that.
Your name shouldn't even be in that.
You bother me now.
How's your name in that? Like, my name ain't going to be in nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not like your name. It's certain things your name shouldn't be in.
Exactly.
If you a street dude and your record is as perfect as a person like T.I. said, not saying I don't know T.I. record, don't care. But if it is what it is, you should never want nobody put no smut on your name that can look like it's some dirt on your jersey. Your jersey should stay clean. Yeah. This is what you saying. Your jersey clean. Keep your jersey clean. So even joking like that to another street dude, you already in the wrong. Like you already foul. So
it's like even like I probably could, because I'm not, and if they know and they know I'm like jovial or laughing, a comedian or something, and I know I'm like that, I would probably feel comfortable enough to make that joke. But if I'm just around I'll make all type of jokes about like, oh man, y'all just live this scary. I'm so worried, like y'all live this scary all the time, and just I'll make all them jokes. I'll never joke about, you know, if something happened, I'm gonna say that. No.
Why would you say
that? I don't want to put them on edge. I don't want to make them worry.
Your ass ain't supposed to be over here no way.
Exactly. So no. If anything, I'll be like, look, make sure I don't want to be around nothing, and I don't want to know nothing. Don't tell me nothing.
When you with it's like levels of street dudes, though. Most real street niggas ain't never gonna put you in no situation where you gonna, like, if they know because there's a lot of street niggas. The real ones. There's a lot of street niggas who best friends are squares. That's why niggas be acting like they gotta be something they not. Like, chill the fuck out. It's a lot of niggas who best friends be squares, right? They ain't gonna bring their square friend in certain situations. Not saying that it can't happen to you because you guilty by association. A person see you with the wrong person, it might happen.
But that's only. But
they gonna totally try to keep you away.
Also understand too. Like if I'm out, you know, I know I might have. Well, back in my day, I might have to fight. We might have to shoot these days. But back in my day, we was just worried about fighting and getting jumped on. That was it.
But your square friend even knew. Like when we was growing up, even knew. Like if you with this person. It might go down. Y'all might get jumped, whatever. Like, but you understand this too. And when y'all got older and people started playing with guns, your street friend understood that too. I'm not even gonna bring bro around here because I don't want nothing happening to bro. I don't want to have to look at bro mama and say, because like in the streets,
like we say, the real ones.
Different. Yeah, man. Every street dude ain't your friend. Like a lot of dudes in the streets, they just deal with people for certain purposes. But they friends. Even a street nigga really got like a couple of like solid friends.
They want to be around that all the time.
Yeah, niggas want to chill
out
too.
And talk science with him for a little while, you know.
Some of the craziest niggas be nerds like a motherfucker. You wouldn't even know it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so yeah, I don't know if we, like you say, just keeping it to Boosie. I think it's fair for him to feel that way, but I also think it's pretty fair for T.I. to go ahead and put that on his. That's what his cousin would want. His cousin would want him to live a life. I think I said that before, and I want to stick to that. That his cousin would be okay with that. But also, don't tell your real street friends that you did it, though.
Hell no. I'm going to give Boosie a fair. Boosie gets a fair. All right, got the second fair file, right? So I was reading, and I seen this story about a transgender woman named Brian Wynn.
Oh, man.
Yep, I know. All right, this is the story.
Wait, never mind.
Yeah, transgender woman named Brian.
Never mind.
Nope. All right. Nope. So this is a story.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think she should have a better name than Brian.
I was thinking easily. Brianna is right
there. Just add an A.
Add an A.
Come on,
add
Brian.
Add an N and an A.
She got to do better. I know what your mama names you, but come on. Cassius is named Muhammad now.
You could throw an H after the R and then get your Rihanna on with the Just so
many
ways.
Rock with the Brianna.
So many.
Anyway, Brian.
That was my problem.
So, I don't know why Brian didn't change his name. Brian Wynn became the first transgender woman to win title under Miss American organization. He was named Miss Greeter Dairy 2023, landing him a crown and scholarship.
That's a place or just like two things that he liked, greed and dairy?
No, I think that's actually that's just the name of the pageant.
Oh, okay. Wait, greed and dairy?
Greater Dairy.
Greater Dairy pageant.
Dairy, yeah.
So it's just a pageant in America.
Yes, definitely in America.
Oh, okay.
All right. The Miss Greater Dairy Scholarship Program provides scholarships to young women between the ages of 17 and 24. Is this fair or foul? Is this fair that a transgender woman beat natural born women for a scholarship made for women? Or is this foul?
I don't know how much trouble do I want to get in.
It's like, fair or foul?
There is an argument to be made about trans women wanting to be in women's spaces and stuff and take womanship from women, when I think that it's totally fine and okay to be a trans woman if you want to be, without having to impose or take things that's designated for women, or whether it's like real or figurative, like in certain just social media argument, whatever. I can't think of a better word for it, but like just wanting to be in women's space, like not understanding why it might be weird if you in the same locker room with a woman and everybody naked. It might be weird for a woman. Mm-hmm. It's going to be some women that's okay, and there's going to be some women that's not okay. And then for them not to be okay with the women that's not okay is also a demonstration of the lack of understanding that they say that we have, some of us would have.
I think it's very insensitive.
I think it's
to
women on that.
To natural born women.
Because it could be, it could be it don't have to be a pageant or a beauty pageant or something, but it could be a LGBTQIA plus scholarship that they can apply for, and they can
That's
get.
Why I feel it's insensitive to natural born women.
And it's the same argument that people would have for forget which politician it was, but apparently went to college off a Native American scholarship, but she was one of the $5 Indians, because back in the days when they was doing the terrible things, the whites in America, they was you could pay. Then they realized that and gave benefits to the Native Americans. A lot of white people was just paying $5 to get on the list and say they was Native American, and then that benefited all the way up until, because they on the list and they get these benefits from the government because they have scholarships and stuff.
That's some scheming
stuff. So it's a
stuff,
lot of white people that's getting these Native American scholarships, but they don't have no Native American blood in them because their families back in the day was able to pay for the benefits. Anyways, that I only bring that up because apparently it's still got to happen if they bringing up this politician from back then. That's to me, I don't think it's any different from that, because you're taking an opportunity that was made for somebody who was less fortunate or in a position to where they needed that scholarship. I'll just put it that way. Maybe not less fortunate, I'll take that back. They put in a position where they need that scholarship, and then you come in and take that opportunity from somebody that is designated for. I understand saying that might be borderline offensive to some, but I also feel like there should be another scholarship for you to have that way you're not taken from.
I feel like at the end of the day, programs are made for groups of people. And there will simply be a pageant or scholarship program made for the LGBTQ or the transgender community. You can make that separate, and you don't have to take away from naturally born women, because at the end of the day, I feel like that's insensitive to them, because they live in this world too. And I'm all with, if you feel like you're a woman and you feel like, you born in the wrong body, like I'm all for that. And it's a lot of people in society now who feels that way. Man. So it's more than enough people to create a pageant for that group of people and say, hey, let's celebrate y'all as a group of people and give y'all a pageant and give y'all a scholarship program, because we want to integrate everybody into our schools or whatever. But what you can't do is say, natural women, you have to compete with these women who wasn't born women for a program that was made for natural born women.
Yeah, if y'all add in a lot of other genders and stuff anyway, then just make a transgender part.
That's all you have to do.
That's all you got to do is just throw that in there. And from basketball to sports to everything, maybe it would have more transgender people feeling comfortable in their skin and coming out, because y'all showing them and giving them places to be, opportunities to go. They shouldn't be fighting other women in the thing. Because you put it this way, you wouldn't let them fight men.
No. You
know what I'm saying? You wouldn't put them in a cage with a man.
And where does it stop? Where does it stop?
Because you would put them on a basketball court with a man. You would put them on a football field with a man.
If you want to put them in a pageant, now what happens? You want to start putting women in the NFL and getting their helmets knocked like women, because the transgender women might be able to sustain some of that. You can't. Not saying you can't. You can integrate, you know what I'm saying, into different things. But certain things, your genetics is not going to change. No matter how you feel, no matter how many hormones you put in your body, your genetics is not going to change enough for you to be able to compete with certain people physically, and not saying that there's not women who can beat men up physically. Because of course it's women that can beat up some men.
Sure,
so all these men can't fight their way out of paper bag.
It's some women that ain't even that's training for MMA that could probably whoop me. So
it's
I'm
probably
not
somebody who
that.
work around the corner who, you know, put the beats on somebody. That's not what I'm saying.
But I do feel like if that's why I was finna say that's a whole nother bigger conversation with the sports thing. Me personally, I think in my opinion, my I guess straight don't matter opinion, but if you had, say, because I also don't agree with this, but if it's happening, it's happening, and I guess it might make a difference, especially if they firm in that decision and they comfortable in their body for the rest of their life, great. I'm not talking about the people that change their mind. If a kid is on there, I think the earliest is 11, 12, something now that's legally right now on the board. If they've been doing it, taking puberty, whatever they do since then, they might not have as much testosterone for like sports as somebody who changed at 25, 27, 28. Mm-hmm. So now they might have a greater argument for competing with the women if they transition by 12, 13 because they don't have all of that strength and stuff, as opposed to somebody who changed at 25, 27 and now they was a swimmer over here and now they a swimmer like in the women. I'm just saying
they might be 6'5". You know what I'm saying? It's just so many different things.
You can break down the differences in between, but I'm just saying like it's probably a difference to be made there. All in all, I still think all of it should be in its own. It should be a trans category.
It should be a trans category. You compete against other trans women.
Other trans men or trans women.
If you're born, even transgender men. You can have a transgender men contest, you know, strong contest or whatever. I feel like you can integrate these things to society without feeling like you have to downplay natural born men or natural born women. And even in fact, I gotta say, natural born to be, you know, it's like.
But that's one of the things that's like, all right, cool, because if we asking like, okay, add a transgender, y'all get your own thing, y'all don't say y'all own sports section, which I really think if it was a trans NBA. It'll probably be way popular more than the WNBA. Let's be real. It might really compete with
straight
the
up.
NBA.
Brian, we ain't gonna come through crossing. I'm gonna be like, yo, you
out of here.
Brian can't
stop playing,
talking
man.
About.
Like, it's
a couple. You know, we get my girl Brittany Griner over there though. She kind of go over there.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
You know
we
what?
can integrate Brittany into the transgender league.
I almost forgot what I said, but that was on borderline disrespectful.
What? That's not. She nice though.
She good enough to play with the guys.
She can compete with those guys. I mean, not guys.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop
trying
it.
to make me look bad. What I'm saying is she can compete.
I was finna say like because you wouldn't put no. If it'll all change, not if. Scratch that. Bring it back. This is the beginning of the sentence. It probably would all change if a trans man made it to the NBA. Because we got the argument of when you let a trans woman.
That would be a good argument. When you let a trans woman,
like in the women stuff, and they, you know, if they too strong or whatever, because they still got testosterone or whatever, or they was born with it, you can definitely tell a difference and it looks away. But if a trans man start just boxing dudes, whooping them, MMA, football, baseball, basketball, whatever sport, and be killing,
I'll give it a better one. What if it was a male, born male, feels like a trans woman, but still competed against men and was nice? We talking like Kyrie handles, like the boy had game like Kyrie, but he was a trans woman, but he was born male. Should he be allowed to play in the NBA?
As soon as you said that, first person I thought about was Zaya Wade. That is still Dwayne Wade's daughter. And if
Zaya might be nice,
she grow up and get buckets,
she might be out here getting. Well, she don't seem like she into sports, but what if she become that?
She a kid, okay? She could pick up basketball at any point. It's still in the DNA. Is all I'm saying. But look, when you said that, that's what I thought about because that's really the only reference we got right now. But that could happen. I heard Irvin Johnson Jr. ain't that bad at basketball either. I mean, he ain't trans, but he gay. You know, it's Magic Johnson's son. I heard he could hoop. You don't believe he can hoop? Man. It's still in this blood. Hey,
Bro.
EJ Jr. would beat you on.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I don't want to use no basketball reference.
That's Michigan.
He would beat you in
that's
basketball.
A Michigan dude. I'm not gonna say nothing. Magic from Michigan.
Michigan State.
Magic from Lansing, man. I'm just not gonna say nothing.
All right, we ain't gonna say nothing. All I'm
gonna let you live right now, Magic. I don't
Back
even
to
want no
fair or
smoke.
foul with this specific one with the scholarship thing. Me personally, I don't think it. I think it's pretty foul only because you're taking a scholarship from a woman, and you should have been able to get. I don't want to say get your own scholarship because that sounds mean, but it
should have been a separate program created. I think for the transgender. Even you could have
Not
did
even
an
even say
LGBTQ
this so
pageant. You could have did an
Another.
LGBTQ pageant.
Why not another? Because even saying separate, they were, why it gotta be separate? Another. It could be another category. That's it. You know what?
What's wrong with it being a separate pageant? That's what I'm saying.
know,
What is
right?
the problem?
I know, man.
It's
I know.
okay.
I
A
know.
pageant for them. It's like
crazy.
it's not like you
Because the
doing
man is separate from women.
Exactly. It ain't like now. You did like this is a black man pageant and a white man pageant. Like, hold on, bro. Wait, whoa. Why they got their own pageant? But if you said this is a pageant for men,
Actually, that would be more understandable. They need it. Have you seen us? They can't compete with us.
yes, they can because they the judges. Shit you talking about?
You got me. You got me on that one.
You ain't seen Ant-Man?
Nah,
She
not
fuck with
yet.
Bill Murray, not Kane the Conqueror.
Oh,
You
man.
pick Bill Murray over Jonathan Majors. That shows the racism right there. Don't get me started. on
Hey,
that
low
movie.
key, this ain't no hate. This probably is hate, and I probably shouldn't bring this up so close to this topic, but I've been seeing these posts and stuff, and people talking about like Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors is the two sexiest dudes.
Did you see that pitch?
What?
Shout out to my boy Stino.
Have you seen that nose?
Bro. Stino posted a picture earlier with them, bro. It was mad mango passion fruit.
That's the one I seen.
Bruh.
Anyways,
Yeah, Jonathan Majors, he one of my favorite actors, but after I saw that, I was like,
man, if he
ooh, bruh.
I
Like,
shouldn't
he
lie like that.
wildin'.
If he in the movie and I want to see the movie, I'm excited that he's in it. I was finna say if he in the movie, I'm watching it, but he put out a few movies I'm not watching.
I ain't gonna hold you. If I see
He's
Jonathan Majors in the movie,
he
bro,
killed
I'm
everything I seen
I'm
him
going
in.
to watch it. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. But
Nah,
that
I
picture
didn't
was.
see Lovecraft thing. I heard it was great. But
Oh, that's the
I
only
didn't
thing I ain't seen. That's like
I
a
didn't watch
TV
it.
series though, so
Yeah,
I ain't watched
yeah,
that. Every
yeah.
movie I've watched every movie. I ain't seen the Lovecraft joint. You know what? I might start that tonight, bro.
I'll tell you this now. I do want to watch Creed now. I didn't watch 1 or 2. I heard it.
You
I
never
heard
watched
about
1 or
it.
2?
I heard about
Bro,
it.
they classics.
You want to know something even worse?
What?
I ain't never watched Rocky.
Bro, you tripping.
I know about it.
You should never say these things out loud, bro.
The Russian beat him.
You really
He
a
killed
clip
the
watcher.
black guy.
You really a clip watcher. This nigga will watch a highlight and think he's seen the whole movie. Like, no, I know the part where he, like, nigga, that is in the trailer, bro. Like, that is not the movie.
He ran up some steps. I know that.
He got a statue, huh? This nigga, bro. Go watch everything, bro. No, watch the Rock. Watch the Creeds, bro. You gotta watch both of the Creeds.
I'll watch Creed. I think I'll watch Creed
watch
1
the
and 2
Creeds.
before I watch 3, just because it is black. It is a black movie, and Michael B is doing this one. So,
Speaking of Michael
and
B,
he made a white man mad about it. So I
think-
definitely appreciate
I
that.
think we got a fair foul with my boy Michael B.
Oh yeah,
Michael
Shout out to
B,
Michael B for this.
doing his thing. Got an interview to walk up to him. Hey, Michael, blah, blah, blah. Michael.
Lil Rel, shout out to Lil Rel. I ain't
No.
gonna disrespect her. She
I
been
don't
doing
know
her
her.
thing.
I don't know
I
her
used
shit.
I used to watch her podcast, and she cool. She
That's
be
what's
tripping
up.
sometimes, but she cool.
Shout out to her. But I guess she went to school with Mike.
Yeah, she did.
And she came to holler at him, and Mike made sure he reminded her, like, hey, yo, you remember in high school you said I was corny? The curve was so... I love when niggas curve
what he
females.
really said was like, yeah, he be doing this thing now. A lot of people don't know. We know each other. We went to school together in Newark, and he was like, yeah, I know the corny guy, right? And she was like, I never called you corny. To be fair, she didn't. She was hosting on a show. Somebody else called him corny, and then she said we used to make fun of him because his name was Michael Jordan, and he was not no Michael Jordan, and he used to walk around with his headshot, and that was a little weird.
Oh, that's the same chick. I
That's the
remember
same
seeing.
chick.
Oh,
That's the
yeah,
same chick.
that makes it even better.
So she
shout
never
out to
said
Michael
corny,
B.
but
He
she did say
he a real petty. That's why I like Michael B. Until I seen that picture with him and Johnny Mason. I ain't like that. But look, I like anybody who petty enough to not forget nobody, cause that's me. Y'all think I'll be playing? Y'all better hope we never to the point we got 500,000 subscribers and we doing all kind of big stuff. I am definitely shitting on everybody who I don't like. I'm doing it. I'm ignorant like that, and I'm petty. Shout out to Michael B for being petty like that.
For real, I definitely appreciated it. As a former corny kid, I can't wait to like make it big or do something. And you know what? I don't think I have even with the rapping and stuff. Like if somebody see me or come back, but it ain't nobody ever like really bully me or bother me like that to where I remember. No, I would have to see them pop up and remember. I wish I could remember somebody's name.
Man, most of the
but
people,
I don't even remember my friends.
Most of the people that I want to shit on, it ain't the niggas. Like I ain't really like. I was pretty cool with most of my niggas. Like I was cool.
We talking. Yeah.
I'm talking about these women, bro. I can't.
That's a different.
It's some women I can't wait to shit on. Like. I'ma find where they at to shit on them. Like you think I'm playing? I got like a list of like, and I ain't wrote the list, but it's like in my mental head. It's at least like 10 chicks. Ooh, I can't wait to shit on.
It was one girl that I used.
I might record it. I'm gonna be shitting on them with my phone in hand, like on Instagram. I'm finna put this bitch on blast.
I used to have a really lame geek boy crush on this girl, and then when I was rapping and stuff and she seen me on Facebook, she was still living in Chicago, but like she had like hit me or gave me like attention or whatever, or like, you know, said something, and I was like, oh, that's crazy, that's wild how this works. I ain't never do nothing extra, nothing that highlighted that story. Is just it was just a wild realization, like wow, all the years it's like at least 2 years in high school that you just was like, nah, of course not, because all of these guys are way cooler. And I'm supposed to just be like, oh, finally.
I had this chick one time from back home, and like I was at the crib, this years and years ago. I run into her at the store. She hit me with the whole, you know, hey, Queese, ain't saw you, you know, all that kind of stuff. You know, I be gone, whatever. And then she added me on the book. A couple days go by, she hit me up like, man, you know, you looking good. You know, it's nice seeing you, all that kind of stuff. You're like, yeah, that's what's up. Then she like, man, I always had a crush on you back in school. And I got so irritated. And then at that moment, she mentally went on my list. Because, bitch, you lying. No, you didn't. Like, you didn't even know I existed. Like, I'm surprised you knew my name when you saw me in the store. You know what I mean? Times I tried to shoot my shot at her, nigga. She was the Kimbe Mutombo and everything, nigga. Yeah. Every time I went, I thought I had an easy layup. Like, oh, this gonna be easy. I'm gonna at least get a phone number. Nigga, out of nowhere, LeBron James on the glass, like, just chase down blocks. Like, you was blocking everything.
Block too.
Man, like, you not finna sit here and act like you had a crush on me. No, I was just shy. I didn't know how you was gonna. Shut up, you're lying, bro. I can't wait. Wait till I'm lit. I'm shitting on about 10 bitches. Like, I got a lot of love from the women too. But it's like 10 of y'all, bro. I'm gonna take this clip when we lit, and I'm gonna make sure I ready. Hell yeah, it's gonna be ready. I can't wait to shit on you. I can't.
Oh man, that's wild. I wish I could remember. You know what? Maybe I don't. I'm glad I don't remember nobody like that.
That's good.
But I wish
man.
I had one though. One person.
I'm just
that would make me work harder if I had one person I just look forward to shitting on.
Oh, it's a couple of. I can't fucking wait. That's why I'll be hustling, doing everything I can do. I can't wait to shit on some motherfuckers. Now my actual like high school crush, I don't really want to shit on her. Like she cool. She talked to me like way after school and shit. I'll never see her again. Yeah. But she still fly. Like she was always cool and nice. So it wasn't even like, damn, I want to shit on her, like she cool. But if I did get famous and shit, like or some shit like that though, I'm definitely gonna pull up somewhere where she at. I ain't gonna fuck with her or nothing, but
just to let her know.
Just let her know, nigga, you see a nigga.
I'm that nigga now.
I'm that nigga now.
Oh, you know what? They never gonna listen to this. I don't think they'll listen to this, so I'm gonna say it. If I do have one thing that I'm gonna do.
There you go.
That if I get, but it ain't because
channel
nothing.
Your pettiness,
it
bro.
ain't nothing. It's definitely petty.
Channel your pettiness.
It's definitely petty.
No, I love that petty.
Hey, look,
shit.
This dude ain't did nothing to me but marry an ex of mine. But he ain't do nothing to me. But if I ever make it and I'm able to, I'm gonna help your dreams come true. Oh, I'm gonna help your dream. You gonna be the biggest at what you doing soon as I make it. I promise you. And I'm gonna just have fun with that. So I guess it is some petty stuff I want to do.
You gotta be. It's like only like 2 dudes I want to be petty with, but one of them
I'm gonna invest in her something heavy. He ain't gonna know where.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even got to be like popping. It's one dude that if I ever see him, I'm violating him. Like I just hope I'm not. I hope I'm not popping at that point. Like, damn, because it's
my the headline.
Yeah,
that's
you know what I'm saying.
Case.
Like I'm definitely gonna violate him whenever I see him. But like the other person, it's just more like I'm just want to slap him. Like I don't really want to like super violate. I'm just want to slap him. But everybody else I want to shit on is definitely women, bro. So I'm going to say Michael B was fair. It was fair, bro. I'm glad you held on to it, and you petty, and you did it on camera. You made sure she know, yeah, I heard that shit you say. I ain't too big to not keep my ear to the street. I heard that shit you said about me. Yeah, Michael, that's what I'm talking about. I like that petty shit.
You don't think I was aware of how like y'all treated me when I was a kid? And soon as I made it, I didn't have a list and was ready. And I don't go around just looking for my name on stuff. And it's like I got a whole 3 people hired. I paid them $80,000 a year. I remembered that number. $80,000 a year
to get all the information,
just to look for my name in sound bites. They ain't even got to do Google. I could do the Googles. They got to listen to podcasts and hear my name. And when they heard you, I was like, yeah, I remember her. Mm-hmm. And I bet she curved him a couple times too.
I guarantee he don't remember it, but I guarantee he probably try to at least try to catch eye contact. He remember. But I bet she tried to catch eye contact with her one day and she rolled her eyes at him. So he remember her. It's what I'm saying. It's a couple I can't wait to show.
That is one of the best spots to be in, because then you could be in that position and you could be like, I did used to want to hit, and now I'm the guy now. I'm the one. And she at a spot where she want to hit, I won't let her sniff the dick. She will never get a chance.
I would get her to the room, bro, and kick her out.
It's not even worth that. I
want to do that because I want to make sure she know. Whoa.
This is my TikTok, bro.
I am jealous.
I don't know what that is.
We can't show that.
We can't show it, but I can tell you. It was a TikTok of a lady breastfeeding her kid in the grocery store.
I got to follow some different people on my TikTok. I ain't never put my TikTok and just saw a titty.
It popped up into my For You page. I don't know what that says about me.
That was a nice titty. That little nigga was going to town. He was in the grocery store.
The prosecutor does not have concrete evidence and is only working on...
This, I got to start it from the beginning. That's at episode 1. That's probably all the way... It said new. I'm going to this one right here at the top. We finna get into this. I know that was like really random, but everything else that we could break up is gonna take too long. So we gonna get into this. Cause it's Cause
good, we gonna be within our hour this time
for real, and we definitely gonna get to the one of these understanding versus expression. I definitely want to get to that. But right now, morality test. Shout out to Katrina Serju. Like she need us, right? She got 8.4 million likes.
Let's test your morality. You are a judge presiding over the case where a defendant is suspected of taking the life of multiple children. There is no jury, and you will be the one to determine the verdict.
Guilty.
Throughout the trial, it is pretty clear that the prosecutor does not have concrete evidence and is only working on circumstantial. The defendant doesn't seem worried throughout the trial, and at some points would laugh or stare at the victims' families as an act of intimidation. Since there is no evidence tying him to the crimes, you have no choice but to read a not guilty verdict the next day. The night before the verdict, you're home alone when you find an envelope on your doorstep. Inside the envelope contains all the evidence that you need to convict the defendant. The only thing is that the evidence was illegally obtained. Do you give a non-guilty verdict because the evidence that you received was illegally obtained and under law cannot be used to convict someone? Or read a guilty verdict, breaking the law and putting your career on the line in order to put a bad person behind bars?
Look,
I'm gonna go ahead and just do a different one.
Yeah, because I don't care. I don't need the evidence. If it's a bunch of kids that even filed that claim and you in there laughing and shit, trying to intimidate, nigga, bruh, you going under bro, you got me.
He was convicted before she even said, bro, I got an envelope with evidence.
I don't need no envelope. He already in jail.
He already guilty.
He already gone.
Get out of it. The fact that you not worried, oh my, you know how terrified I would be, falsely accused, sitting in front, I would be, you ain't never seen tears and snot on the face. Like you would see on mine. Because I'm already at my wit's end. How the fuck did I get in this position and they don't know I'm in? I must be getting railroaded. It's nothing I could do. I would be so hysterical. So the fact you sitting there laughing, oh, nah, bro.
Yeah,
you gone.
You out of there, bro.
Because if you didn't do this, you did something.
You did something that means you should be in jail. Like, even if you didn't touch,
too comfortable.
You might not have touched 2 of the kids, But the other 7, bro, you can't convince me ain't nobody get touched.
Nah, fuck that. No.
Yeah, you out of there. Come on, Katrina. You got to do better than that, Miss Sarju.
Let's test your morality. You are at home laying in bed one night while your 5-year-old niece is in the other room asleep. Your sibling asked you to babysit her for the night while they go out of town. As you're laying in bed, you hear loud banging from your front door. You look at the time and it is 1 a.m. You quietly rush to the door, peeking out, only to see a woman bloodied, bruised, and in distress. You talk through the door and ask if she's okay. She tells you that someone broke into her home and is trying to end her life. She is begging you to open the door because the intruder knows that she ran out of the house and is looking for her. As you are contemplating on opening the door, you look up and see a large 6-foot man in all black and a ski mask running towards the woman with a knife. The woman looks back at you and is screaming and begging for you to open the door before the man gets to her. You have seconds to make your decision. Do you open the door and bring the woman inside, putting you and your niece's life in danger of the man breaking down your door and attacking you as well? Or do you leave the woman outside, calling the cops and protecting you and your niece, but knowing that the man will catch up to the woman, possibly ending her life in front of you? Let's test your morality.
I'm gonna let you go first, 'cause I know exactly what I know half of what I'm gonna do. I know half of what I'm gonna do.
Damn.
Then the other half might just depend.
That is a tougher one.
That's a tougher one right there.
Okay. Now, I never read the comments on these because people be commenting and she be shooting down the thing. So I'll probably comment and say something like, well, if I got a gun in the house, then I'm going to let the woman in the house. And then she'll comment and say, no, you don't have weapons in the house.
Yeah, I don't care what
lady, no, I got guns in the house.
I got guns in the house.
I got a gun in the house, okay? So I'm letting the woman in.
As soon as I hear boom, 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 I'm grabbing a strap right off top.
I'm at the door with
the strap in my hand.
Get out of here. So, yeah.
You running up with a knife? You in a losing situation.
I think I'm going to let the woman in. I'm definitely still checking, making sure she ain't got no gun or no weapon or tricking me, and I believe her because I watch a lot of movies, and that be happening too.
That's what I was going with.
Sometimes the woman's be in on it. So
that's why I say I know half of what I'm going to do.
So if she's believable and I really don't, I'm talking about she might be nightgown, bloodied up, stabbed, like hurt, I can see it. Hey, get in here, lay down. You already hurt. What you going to do to me? So you just lay down. But if you just telling me that and I like your hands behind your back or something, or you got a heavy coat or I don't know. I seen strangers. I'm good. I'm cool on that. So I guess my answer would be I'm definitely opening the door if she really, this scenario, she really in stress and the dude chasing her. I do have a gun on me. So I'm sorry. You're not taking that away from me, Katrina. But so I'm going to feel safe. If I don't have a gun on me, I probably still would feel safe with just locking them out. I don't know, going to the basement or something, calling the police, hoping they get there early. If I'm in a country town or something, I definitely got a gun. So that's not even a worry.
All right, so me, half of what I do, I know for sure. As soon as I hear the banging at the door at 1 o'clock in the morning, the strap is already in my hand. I already grabbed the strap. So I'm already going upstairs because I got to protect my knee. I'm a dad, so it's a panic mode. I got to protect everybody. You got to die for your family. So I got to go up here ready for whatever with the strap. Now, when I go up there with the strap and I look and I see a woman bleeding knocking on my door, now this is where my morality gets a little shaky. I'm from Saginaw. I've heard way too many stories about women kind of being in on it. Like you said, women be in on the lick sometimes. It's 1 a.m. It's the perfect time to catch you kind of discombobulated. Hey, I need help. They got the little uniform on. Yeah. She bleeding. You got to open it like, are you okay? Then a nigga come right off the side of the door with the strap in your face. Like, this stuff can happen. So I don't know if I'm going to let her in, but I'm going to open the door. And I'm going to check out the scenery. And when the man come running with the knife, now I'm thinking I got to shoot both of them. I'm not going to hold you.
For?
Hey, she shouldn't even been on my...
She brought that man over here.
Wrong house?
I'm going to shoot you in the knee, talk to you later, and I'm going to kill him because he running with a knife.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot her just in case.
Just to make sure.
But I'm going to let him up.
She stabbed up. He was like, just take the shot real quick.
Hey, I don't know if them real stab wounds. It's 1 a.m. I was tired. You waking me up. It's a real bullet, though. This bullet gonna really sit your ass down on the porch, though. You gonna be safe until I call the police?
Officer, I shot her in the toe because
She's on my property.
I wanted her to be safe. I was scared.
No,
I didn't know what was happening.
I'm gonna say it's 1:00 in the morning. Her banging in my door. I have to defend my household.
That's crazy.
But I ain't gonna kill her.
Speaking of defending the household, before we get out of here, y'all tried to kill me on TikTok. Apparently, y'all don't know that I'm a comedian. Sometimes I say stuff for levity. Okay.
On you.
Yes, of course, I would defend my wife or my family if I had one.
No, he ain't.
And if I had to go down there, I wouldn't like it, though. I would be mad about it. I would be irritated that I gotta die for these motherfuckers, but I would do it because I got to, because apparently I'm a man, and that's what I signed up for, which is why I don't have a wife and kids.
It's okay.
Because they stupid ass probably gonna get me killed.
Next week, Craig is gonna become a transgender woman and won't have to work on these.
Start living a soft life. Get to join a sport and start beating up on some women. That's what I'm gonna start doing.
All right, y'all. It's been another episode from One More Joke in the podcast.
Jokes, people, jokes, all right?
We appreciate y'all for coming in and tapping in with us. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new tuning in. And this your boy Queese, a.k.a. Dash, and I'm here with my mans.
Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sense of Life. Appreciate y'all listening.
We out. Dizzle.